Okay guys, we have gotten it situated here. Went ahead and added the rest of the junk to it. I thinned it out a little bit. Let's see how that does. And now we should be ready to go. My thought is that it will sling and lubricate the oil a little better as opposed to the thick slurry that I was making. But we'll see. Who knows? I could be wrong, could blow it up. Hell, I don't know. Alright, now what we're going to do, got the ultra blue silicone because it did not have the regular blue silicone. I'm going to go ahead and set my beads out, let them tack up, and then we're going to put these two pieces together. Y'all know what this is. This is the check ball and the spring. We cannot forget to put these guys in there. But we'll get it. More to come, guys. Okay, guys, we got this guy gooped up. Got the top over here. I smeared it on with my finger. You're really not supposed to do that, but you know, I just didn't care at this point. This is like the 5th time I put this damn thing back together again. So, got it all situated. Going to let it tack up a little bit. Then we're going to cap it. Then we're going to put in the spring and the check ball, which is over there. Okay guys, more to come. Got it pressed down on there pretty good. Everything seems to be in good shape. The shaft is holding nicely. When you change this out, if you ever have to do this, you're going to have to drill this upper lid out to accommodate a 9/16 shaft. I drilled it out slightly larger, but I have a washer, an O-ring that I'm going to slide down over there, and then a locking nut that will fit into it. Also going to do a little dab of silicone and run it around there just to keep it from splashing out when we're doing that crazy exotic stuff. So now we're going to tighten the bolts down. I always snug the first one down right here, the one in the middle, and that is, like I said, that is the long bolt that you'll find out all these. Going to snug it down, then I'm going to start cross torquing these guys so we don't do any kind of freaky hinky stressing on it. More to come, guys. I've got half of it bolted down loosely. Put a pulley on here, and I'm just turning it now, and you can see that it turns good. Turns both directions. It's contacting nicely. So we're going to go ahead and snug up the rest of them down. We're not tightening yet. We're going to snug them down. Then we're going to try the shifter, see how that does, make sure we don't have any problems. We'll snug everything down, put in the check ball and the spring, then we'd be done. Whoa, that was it flopping back. More to come. Okay guys, we got everything tightened down. Snug, not tight, I should say. Got everything snug down. It's all turning nicely still. So now we're going to put a shifter on here, something to shift this to make a change of gear. More to come. The shifter is working flawlessly. And that is fantastic. Going to tighten everything down, torque it down good. Okay, guys, now you can see I went ahead and filled in that little void down there around the base with silicone, and I put the washer down just to hold it in place. Now, this is the clip I was telling you about. I want to show you something I use. You may already know about it. You may have a better way of doing it, but I'll just take it, put it over this. I just want to get it started on here. And there we go. That's on place. And I used a 15mm socket. Now it is finished, set for, help us, check ball and spring. Got this opened up. I don't know if you can see down in there, but there is the edge of the fan, and you can see it as I turn it back and forth, that the check ball and the spring ride on it. Now what we're going to do is grab this check ball and this spring and tip us down. Drop it. Drop it. And you see it kind of sat down in there. And now, I'm going to put this guy in there. I'm using a 3/16 hex head, I believe. We'll look at it in just a second to make sure. And I'm not going to tighten the hell out of it because I don't want it too tight when I shift. I want an easy shift. So that's about it right there. That'll hold it in place, and let's look. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, that's 3/16. Got this thing all finished up. Now, obviously, this is the input, pinion input. This is the shifter linkage. Well, obviously, you can't go like a factory. Okay, you can't put a 9 or 12 inch pipe plate on this guy. So, what you're gonna do, I think that's a 5-inch pulley. You would do a 5-inch pulley, and you can see it's all moving good. Everything's moving nicely. Or you would do a 6-inch pulley. If this goes in the Murray Gator, I will do 5-inch. That one right there, I think. The problem I may have is with a spacer for the chain sprocket if I use this 820. But either way, 820's freaking finished, baby. We're good to go. Who knows? Maybe I could bring something back. You never know. The 820, in my opinion, is in the mud mowing world. Some of you old heads might know it and be familiar with it. A Muncie M22 rock crusher. M22 rock crushers are pretty cool. Pretty heavy duty transmissions. These things do really well. I love them. I've got two. Got this one, got another one that Frank is bringing down. Maybe the end of the month if my leg's doing good enough. Oh, and you can see, not wearing the brace. It was raining, didn't want to get the brace wet, so I'm just kind of being real careful with it. But this thing should do really well in whatever we put it in. And now, I'm probably going to break this video up into 2 parts because it drug out really freaking long. Still hadn't even got to get to this guy yet. But there's always tomorrow. And it's dinner time. We're having breakfast for dinner. Guys, thanks for sharing. I really appreciate it. It grows the channel like you would not believe. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. That's even better too. Y'all gonna make some mayhem.